Here we go. Some Latin. Cornelius Nepos, 17 of Atticus. Concerning the piety of Atticus, what more should I commemorate or mention? When hoc ipsum, when I heard him boasting in the funeral of his mother, this thing, the quam shows it's her, so she bore 90 years. She lived for 90 years when he was 7 and 60, 69. Okay, so that's just a bit of extra information there. He had never reticed into good graces with his mother, so he must have never had a problem that he needed to reconcile. That's the bit there. Never with his sister. He was in any simultate, which is a bit of a fight or bickering, so he wasn't out of grace with his mother. Never had a fight with his sister. This quam's her. She was about the same age. He had a sister of the same age. 2. This is a sign that never was a queremony. That's more complaining, etc. Between them. Another verb there. So there was never any serious trouble between them, or that he had such indulgence. Indulgence is English. In source towards him, so he had the kind of indulgence towards him, those people who we ought to love, that he ducerated. He would think that it was nefas to be angry with them. 3. For neither is this nature adverb alone, nature to love people, although we all paramus ei, we all obey nature, but he's even learned this as some sort of doctrine. 4 of the leading philosophers, ita ut correlatives, he had the perceive, so he grasped the precepts of these leading philosophers. So that's probably why he was never angry, he was controlled. So that in living his life, again living his life, he would use these precepts for life, not for show, ad ostentation. 18. With the mores even of the mayorums, which is the ancients or the elders, he was a summus imitator. He was a great imitator, and that's the qui, and a lover of antiquity. So he loved ancient mores. What have we got? Adio ut correlatives, which he had a diligent cognition of the ancient people in their ways to such an extent that he exposed it all in a volume, that'd be a book, totem, all of his knowledge, in which he ordinated the magistrates. That'd be time sensitive, so the order in time of listing of magistrates he's listed. 2. 4. Nulla lex, there's no law, nor pax, which is peace, nor war, nor illustrious matter of the populi Romani, of the Roman people, which is not notated in its own time. So it was a book of annals, magistrates, and the listings of the deeds in the time, which is a very difficult thing. Thus the subtext with the origin of the families. Here families isn't slaves, it's the genealogy of these magistrates. That from this we are able to cognoscere the propagonize. These are the tendrils of the genealogy, the offsprings of the famous man. 3. He fecunded this. He did this separately in other books. He did this same thing. As by the asking of M. Brutus, or of the Juniam family, from its stock, from its beginning to this age, he enumerated the order of the families, noting those who also arose, the honours they had, in which times they were. He took note of it. In an equal way of Marcellus Claudius concerning the Marcellorums, of Cornelius Scipius and Fabius Maximus, Fabiorum and Aemiliorum. Quibus Libris, in which books nothing is able to be more sweeter than these. For who has aliquam desire, someone who has some desire of knowledge of the most famous man. It's in these books. He touches also, that's Greek for poetry, touches poetry, we believe, lest someone be expers, which means without some sweetness. So the famous man, but he also includes a bit of poetry, so that wouldn't be without sweetness for the reader. Okay, we'll make expers the daily dictionary word. Free from with genitive. Immune from, lacking experience, you see that a lot, or just without, like absque or sine. Okay, where the hell was I? Blah blah blah. Okay, for inverses, those who with honour or with amplitude or magnitude of great deeds, who praestideron, they excelled or were better than the rest of the Roman people that were in the books, exposed ita ut correlatives, thus so that under the images of each of them, their facts, their deeds, and their magistrations of them, the offices they hold, in not more than 4 or 5 verses he described them, which is scarcely something that can be believed, that such things are able to be declared so breviter, so in short, basically. There is even one book confected in Greek, made in Greek, concerning the consulship of Cicero. So Hactensis is as far as it's been edited or produced by us, with Atticus living. Now, since fortune has wanted us to live longer, supersites means still living, living longer than him, I guess, let us persequer to the rest of the things. Let's follow up to the rest of the things, and as much as we're able, we'll teach the readers with examples of rerums, with examples of matters, just as we signified above. What are we going to do? Mores generally to each of these people conciliates or brings them their fortune. Namque, for he was content with his equestrian order, in which he was oldest, and where he was born. He reached into some sort of relationship by marriage of the emperor, of the divine son, Julius. When already, and before this, he had familiarity with the royal family, I guess, which was followed or came about from no other reason than the elegance of his life, the way he lived, how he took other people's, leading men of the cities who were of equal dignity, but in fortune they were of lower ranking. So basically he made friends and married well.